The problem is what's going to happen later tonight. So we do have a risk for severe weather. It's limited. It's not a guarantee that it's going to be OKC or Kansas City, but you guys are in the belt. There definitely is a potential, so make sure that you're on the lookout. So with a level 1 risk for severe weather, the take home here is that it's isolated what will be happening later this evening. And that makes it really important to check in later tonight, because once these storms bubble up, it's a lot easier to watch their trajectory and the evolution of those storms. But this is the zone where it's all possible to come together.
And you kind of mentioned this before too. These are going to be at night. So it's going to be overnight and into the very early hours of the morning on Saturday. And this is a spot where people are vulnerable. You're going to sleep. It's also heading into the weekend. You want to relax. You want to turn off your phone, your weather apps. I get it. But this is kind of the time to stay aware, stay alert, and have a way to get multiple notifications, because we were looking at this wind shear map. And this is interesting because we could see potentially something trying to spin. It's on the lower end, but it is a possibility.
You can't ignore that the ingredient is there. Now, if you listen to the Storm Prediction Center discussion, it's a real good one. It highlights that risk for hail, the damaging winds. And you know what? You can't rule out an isolated tornado. And really, we're marked for the potential of hail and also winds being the primary threat that we'll experience. But we do have a wind shear element really over Oklahoma. So just isolating Tulsa as the example, right at the ground, we have a south wind coming in, and that's providing the increase in humidity, a critical component for severe weather. But look what's happening upstairs off the ground, about 20,000 feet off the ground. Wind shift directly in from the west at 41 miles per hour. So not only do we have an increase in speed, but the direction literally hops 90 degrees. So innately, we have a twist that is there. And if we get an isolated thunderstorm that enters that environment, it can start to twist. So these limited risk days are important to watch because they can be sneaky, off-guarding messes. And if you're the one spot that gets nailed, it really stinks, especially with this timing. I want to pause the clock at 7 p.m. Still manageable, but look at the evolution of this as we get to about 10, 11 o'clock at night. You have the isolated storms in Oklahoma.
And on top of this too, Britta, we do have those warmer temperatures. Those dew points are on the upper end too. It kind of feels summer-ish in these areas. So it has a lot of fuel to kind of get these storms rocking and rolling, even without that potential of that wind. But I mean, the wind is going to be an issue no matter what, even if we don't end up seeing an isolated tornado trying to pop up. The wind gusts are going to be intense. We're going to be dealing with potentially hail, too. I mean, these could be some big hail makers. And to your point, too, this is not going to be the line of storms that we see moving into tomorrow. These will be a little bit more isolated, which is why you want to be on high alert, because all of a sudden you could see yourself being stuck under one of these storms very, very quickly.
Yeah, these are good setups that, just check in with us before you go to bed so you know, is it coming my way or not? Because we'll definitely have a clear image, come 9 o'clock tonight.
Right.
Then we face tomorrow's risk.
Exactly. Tomorrow, a little bit harder hit in these areas. It really hits the gas when it comes to that severe threat. That zone is going to be stretching from the Midwest all the way down to the Gulf. And we're going to see a lot higher odds of getting some tornadoes from these storm systems, especially throughout parts of Arkansas, Texas, Louisiana, Oklahoma, Missouri, parts of Tennessee are all going to be within this zone, this level 2 out of 5 threat for that severe weather. And, it kind of has the same setup that we're seeing a little bit starting today. It's already beginning there. The heat, the dew points are going to be up, the moisture's there. And of course, this dip in the jet is going to be what really gets things lifting as we move into the evening hours.
As we work our way through the day on Saturday, it is going to feel very sticky, very warm. I mean, we've had record-breaking heat down south for the last couple days, and we're going to be topping off in the mid to upper 80s. It's 71 degrees in Texarkana this morning. It's October. I mean, that is really, really warm. And keep in mind, heat equals energy when it comes to the atmosphere. Now, here's a look at the impact with that upper level jet. It kind of turns into a feedback system. So the strong winds come in with the upper level jet, and then you start to descend those strong winds, which thus picks up the moisture and feeds it back into the system. So once you start seeing this cycle take place, it's like the snowball effect.
Right. You can't stop it at that point. And these systems really pop up quickly, and it's going to be that whole line of storms. And this is an interesting graphic because it shows all the different models that we look at, the Euro, the GFS, the HER, the Fox weather model as well. And they're all showing that there's going to be some sort of development in these areas. it is hard to pin down exactly where a cell will end up.
Yeah, Little Rock versus like Texarkana, but they all agree Northeast Texas to Arkansas is the zone. So when you see all of these players at hand forecasting the same zone, then you start to focus in on that area.
Right, exactly. And I want to point out too, I mean, we do have that shear that's going to be rolling in, and that's where we have the changing of the winds with height as well as those speeds. And that's where we could get a little bit of a spin. And that's where we could also potentially see a tornado trying to pop up. You know, tornadoes are less frequent this time of year, but they still happen. They happen all the time.
And when you get them, it's usually here.
Yeah.
It's usually the southeast moving up into Arkansas and Oklahoma. And, you know, as we go into November, it becomes even more prevalent. I would say November is probably the top month when it comes to tornadoes in our fall severe weather season. And it always looks like this for the southeast.
Right.
A line of storms moving through makes you think, oh, it's going to be straight line winds, until you get a tornado that spins up in the middle of that strong straight line wind, which is so classic southeast fall. I mean, gosh, this is the setup that you look at as a meteorologist and you say, this is going to be a night that I have to look out for isolated tornadoes.
Exactly. And if you look at the timing here, we're talking Saturday around 8 o'clock is when we can see things starting to get rocking and rolling. This will continue overnight into early on Sunday. So this is, again, going to be a nocturnal threat. Not only are these storms going to be in the middle of the night, it's dark, you can't really see if there's a tornado, but they could also be potentially rain wrapped as well. So we have quite a bit of rain moving in with these systems too. So that's
now, if you live in Georgia, farther out towards the southeast, it does kind of look like we lose our steam going into Sunday. So I think this is really focused on Saturday afternoon and evening. I say afternoon because Arkansas is an earlier ignition time.
Yeah.
This is 3 p.m. The storm's moving into Arkansas, and this has kind of been an evolution to the forecast, bumping up the time sooner for Arkansas. But with the wind shear that we have at play, I would really look at the onset of this. The bonuses will have daylight on our side. But to be honest, when you're talking about northwest Arkansas, so what? You can see daylight. I mean, we got trees, we have topography. It's really hard to visually see tornadoes in Arkansas. So really, you're already kind of dependent on getting those tornado warnings on your phone, given the location.
Yeah, definitely.